Howdy from Bozeman. This is Scott Lacy, an athlete with the Crosscut Mountain Sports Center's elite biathlon team, and I'm continuing my fall video series on stability, movement, and recovery exercises with core stability. If you haven't seen the first two videos, I highly recommend you check them out. The first one was focused on knee stability, allowing us to effectively deliver power and strength through our legs, and of course prevent injury. And the second video was on recovery and mobility movements you can do at any point during the day, taking 5 or 10 minutes to really warm up and activate every joint in your body. Today's focus is on core. These are a few of my favorite exercises that are easily overlooked and are easy to forget when doing your typical core routine. But they allow not just an increase in performance, but activation, preventing injury, and allowing us to capture the true power of the largest group of muscles in your body, your abdominal muscles, which are obviously important in skiing and in every sport you do, but in everyday life. I've aimed to show these exercises in a way you can do these anywhere. Again, you don't need fancy equipment of a gym, although a few simple things that you can carry or travel with are very helpful. You can do this in your backyard, at the gym in a normal routine, or while traveling on the road. Thanks so much for watching. Let's get started. One of the most important things you can do to prevent injury before you begin an exercise and absorb the full benefit of the exercise is to properly warm up. And in this case, I focus on mobility and stretching of those muscles. We're focused on the core today, so ignoring most of the legs and most of the shoulders, we're going to begin with my favorite cardinal direction stretching and activation. Inhale, a huge inhale up, and then take one exhale per direction. Exhale, and inhale back up. Exhale, and inhale back up. Exhale, inhale back up and forward. Drop hands. Inhale back up, and this time exhale to the side, and inhale, focusing on that whole side body, stretching the intercostal tissue between your ribs, your lats, your side, your oblique, and then inhale back to the front. Exhale to the side, and then inhale, stretching the other side, all of the intercostal tissue there. And inhale back up. And when you go back, be careful not to overstretch. This can be the most difficult one. And come forward, and then come forward and release the entire spine. Coming back up. Take some simple circles each way, and see if you're tight on any particular side of your body. Go the other direction. Notice if you can stretch farther forward or back, or right or left. But mainly, activate all of the muscles in your body in every direction, in your trunk. This is huge. Now that we've gained mobility and we've begun activation, it's time to truly engage our deep core. You focus on your six-pack when you look in the mirror. Those are your big front abdominal muscles. Deep inside, underneath your psoas, you have muscles that stabilize your spine, allow delivery through your big muscles that engage with your intercostal rib tissue, and muscles that protect the adhesion between your organs and your trunk. It's really important to activate these muscles, and this is my favorite exercise to do that. Lie down like you're doing sit-ups, but this time focus on flexing so that you're pushing your belly button into your spine. Another way to think about that is, are you pushing your back flat? Can you stick your hand under your spine? Is there that normal gap, or is it flat against the body? I then get into this position, and I choose to lift each leg, maybe 15 times, 10 times each leg. Really focusing on keeping an engaged deep core. Again, that means pushing that back flat while you do this. And then you can switch after 10 or 15 to flattening. The core is engaged the entire time. You can take a break, release, re-engage your core, and then do that with both legs. This is where you really can focus. You can stick your hand and feel if you're pushing that back flat. And then again, after enough, you can switch. If you're really advanced, you can do the combination. Beginning our ramp up in load and complexity, now that we've activated our deep core, I'm adding one of my favorite tools, the foous or the balance pad. If you have one thing you can buy at home, I would recommend buying either a pair of these or a foous, and obviously the elastic bands and a tennis ball and the things you've seen in some of my other videos. Standing on either two of these so that you're balanced on both legs, not isolating your knee, but isolating your trunk, or standing on a foous in a way that requires balance, but you're no longer isolating your legs, you're now focusing on your upper body. And to do that, you can either use a post, a doorknob, a handle, whatever works for one of these light elastic bands, and start adding a force to the side. But remaining engaged, you can add again a ski pole across your hips to make sure that you're not rotating or flexing or bending in this nice engaged athletic stance, and adding that load in a complex way. You can switch sides, you can even get it higher up and make this a ski pole motion. As you get stronger, you can increase to a stronger band and even act as it's double pulling. Or again, adding that to the side so that you have to engage in a way that's not just sit-ups or traditional core or crunches. Making sure to even out whatever you do on each side, remaining in that engaged athletic stance. Moving on, adding to the series of exercises, this exercise adds a bit more of balance, load, and complexity. It can be done with a partner or against a wall with yourself. Again, you can do this standing on two pads or two rocks or two pillows, or if you have a foous, standing on a foous and balancing either with a medicine ball or a full Nalgene. You can have someone toss this at different sides, along the edges, different angles, requiring balance, coordination, and mobility. Or you can take a tennis ball if you're in a hotel room and just play wall ball, playing in a way that makes you engage different ways, stabilizing your trunk and adding to complexity. If you have a medicine ball and a wall sturdy enough, if you're not traveling or in a gym, you can also just throw the ball against the sides, requiring motion other than straightforward standard power delivery. The last exercise I highly recommend is adding this to any core you do. If you have the option to sit on a balance pad or on a foous, or if you're in a hotel, you can sit on a pillow, making it more difficult to balance, and then just doing any of your favorite core exercises. This just adds an element of complexity and balance within your trunk instead of having a flat mat. And you can do Russian twists, you can do bicycles, or really any exercise you want. You can add other elements like balancing your feet and your hands for plank, requiring stability within your trunk and your entire motor complex. Almost any regular core exercise during a core routine can be done adding some balance, and that then engages little tiny muscles inside in your deep core and also develops your big frontal power ab, but adds to that stability and delivery and injury prevention and efficiency of using your entire core. Thanks again for watching the next video in my fall series on stability, mobility, and recovery. I hope this video shows some exercises in a way you can improvise at home, or use things like tennis balls, pretend this is a medicine ball, pillows, balance pads, foous, full Nalgenes, really anything, and develop some core stability, not just core power. I think it's important to focus on these easily overlooked exercises, and I think you'll understand once you start doing them how powerful your body can become and how safe you'll be against injury. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers from Bozeman. See you on the trails.